Hello, boys and girls. I hope everyone is ready for some learning. This is our review video, Letters and Numbers Review. So this week I have a new little game that we're going to play. How many of you remember the game that we play called What's Missing? I get a tray and I put a bunch of different objects on top of it, and then you have to hide your eyes, and then we pull one of the things away and hide it, and then you turn back around and you have to tell me what's missing. Well, today we're going to do that with our letters. If you see up here on the board, I have 4 letters. So what I'm going to do, we'll review the letters together that are on the board, then I'll cover up the screen just like that, and then I will have a letter that is missing, and you have to tell me what letter it is. So, do you have your thinking caps on? Are you ready to go? Okay, let's do it. So, the first letter we have here is the letter G. G says G, G, G. Then, what letter do I have next? J, that's right. It says J, J, J. Girls, I want you to do the next one, please. Yes, it is the letter S. And what sound does S make? S, S, S. Great. All right, this one's for you, boys. Yes, it's the letter O, and tell me what sound it makes. Ah, ah, ah. Okay, so we have the letter G, we have the letter J, we have the letter S, and we have the letter O. Okay, it's time to cover it up. What letter is missing? If you said the letter S, you are correct. How many of you got that right? Thumbs up. Okay, it's a tricky one, isn't it, boys and girls? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take all of my letters down and put up 4 new letters. All right, here we go. Our next letter that we're going to do is the letter K. That's right. And what sound does the letter K make? K, K, K. My next letter is the letter W. W, W, W. My next letter is V. What sound does the letter V make? V, V, V. And my last letter is the letter E. Yes, it makes the sound eh, eh, eh. This is one of our very important vowels. All right, are you ready? So we have the letter K. We have the letter W. We have the letter V. And we have the letter E. Okay, are you ready for me to cover it up? What letter is missing? Who remembers what letter was right here? It was the letter K. How many of you remembered that it was the letter K? I hope so. Okay, let's get 4 new letters. All right, I have the letter D. The letter I, another one of our very important vowels. The letter T, and the letter U, another one of our vowels. Okay, let's say the sounds each one of them makes 3 times when I point to them. D, D, D. I, I, I. All right, are you ready for me to cover them up? Make your eyes go back and forth. Here we go. What letter is missing? It's the one that was right here. I think I heard some U's through the screen. If you said the letter U, you are correct. Excellent. All right, are you ready for 4 new letters? I hope you've been able to get some of these right. It is a tricky game to play, isn't it? All right, we have the letter Z. We have the letter A. We have the letter Y. And we have the letter H. That's right. All right, who can tell me out of these 4 letters, which one is a vowel? If you said the letter A, you are correct. All right, let's go over the sounds each one of them make. Let's say the sentence for each one of these. Ready? Z says Z as in zebra. Z says Z, Z, Z. A says A as in apple. A says A, A, A. Y says Y as in yellow. Y says Y, Y, Y. H says H as in horse. H says H, H, H. Okay, Z, put it in your brain. A, put it in your brain. Y and H. All right, I'm going to cover you up. Okay, what letter is missing? What letter was in this space? If you said this letter, Y, you are correct. Very good. Okay, I think we only have a couple more times to do these. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what our next group of letters is. I have the letter P. I have the letter X. I have the letter M. And I have the letter F. Okay, let's say the sounds they make, but this time we'll say them backwards. What sound does the letter F make? What sound does the letter M make? What sound does the letter X make? X, X, X. And how about the letter P? P, P, P. Okay, it's time to cover you up. What letter is missing? What letter was in this spot right here? It was the letter X. Did you get that one correct? If you did, great job. You're paying attention. Excellent. Okay, now let me see how many cards we have left. Who thinks they can do a really hard one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many of you think you can do 6 cards and then find out what's missing? Oh, we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to have to put a couple of these together. We have the letter B. We have the letter N. We have the letter, actually we have to do 2 together because Mrs. Brooks did not get out her other magnets. L and the letter Q. And the last 2 cards are the letter R and the letter C. Okay, let's say the sounds these makes and then it will be our very last one. B says B, B, B. C says K, K, K. N says R says Q says Qu, Qu, Qu. And L says Okay, here we go. Okay, what letter is missing? I'll move these up just a little bit so you can see all the letters. Now, if you remember, this magnet had 2 letters on it. What was the letter that was on this? There were 2 letters. Ooh, do you remember which one it was? Okay, if you said the letter R, you are correct. Very good. Now that was a fun little game to play today. I really enjoyed it. All right, who's ready to get to numbers today? So for numbers today, we're also going to do something a little bit different. But before we begin with numbers, let's count as usual from 1 to 30. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right, so for this one today, first, we're going to review all of our numbers with our number flashcards. And then after that, I'll tell you the little game we're going to play. All right, are you ready to begin? 14, 6, 9, 18, 3. Try to beat me and say it before I say it. 11, 5, 8, 13, 2, 19, 12, 4, 15, 1, 10, 20, 7, and 17. Okay, so for our review today, I am going to put some, let's see if I can move this camera over just a little bit. I'm going to put some numbers up here on the whiteboard. So we have the number, a 1 and a 0 put together makes the number 10, good. And then we have the number 6. Yes, remember when the ball's on the bottom, it's the number 6. Then we have the number, a 1 and a 2 put together make the number 12, good. And then we have the number, can we see it over there? Here we go. A 1 and a 5 put together makes the number 15. And then the very last one is the number 8. All right, so we have 6, 10, 8, 12, and 15. So what I want you to do for this one is count with me. In these, actually, I'll show you all of the buckets. Mrs. Brooks has a bunch of buckets, and in each one of these buckets, I have some bears. And they each have a different amount of bears in each bucket. Now, if you've guessed so far, it is going to match one of these numbers. So I just need you to count with me, okay? So we're going to go ahead and begin. All right, so let's begin with the blue bucket, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to empty out all of the bears and then I'm going to count. And I'd like for you to count with me. Every time you hear one of the bears drop into the bucket, then you can count, okay? Until you don't hear any more dropping in the bucket, and then we'll see what number up here matches with it, okay? All right, let me move us back a little bit here. There we go. Hopefully you can still see all the numbers. Okay, and I'll put the bucket right here. Oh, I kind of wanted you to see the bucket. Let me move this back just a little bit more. Can we see that better? Okay, there we go. All right, are you ready to do some counting? Here we go. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, let's look up on the board and see where the number 15 is. Let me move all of these numbers up just a little bit so we can see them better. How's that? Okay, which one is the number 15? Is this the number 15? No. Is that the number 15? No. How about this one? Yes, this is the number 15. Okay, so for this next one, I want you to count them on your own and find the number, okay? So here is the bucket, and I'm going to not say any numbers. You need to say them, either in your brain or you can count them out loud, okay? Here we go. How many bears did you hear drop into the bucket? Was it this number? No. Was it this number? No. Was it this number? No. Was it this number? Yes, there were 6 green bears. Okay, let's go to the next one. I'm going to have you do the same thing. I have the bucket. You count them out loud as I drop them in, okay? What number did you stop on? Was it this number? No, it wasn't number 6. Was it this number? Yes, there were 12 red bears. Did you hear 12 red bears drop into the bucket? I hope so. Okay, we have 2 more to do. The next one is the yellow bears. Let's see how many yellow bears there are. Remember, I want you to count. Each time I drop, you say another number. What number was that? Was it this number? No. Was it this number? No. Was it this number? Yes, there were 8 yellow bears. Okay, you ready for the very last one? We have the purple bears. All right, there's my purple cup. Are we ready? Begin. That's our very last number. Here we go. Was it this number? No. Was it this number? Yes, it was the number 10. There were 10 purple bears. All right, boys and girls, we are done with our review for today. I hope you had a lot of fun. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.